Okay, I promised that I would show you how to block your tatting, and I actually have some of these great little Clover blocking mats. These come in a set of 3, and they actually have by 5s, by 6s, and by 8s, which is really nice because you can open this up, and this one is a 5-point, 6-point, and 8-point, and my little tatted sunflower happens to be the 6-point because it is a multiple of 6. So I'm going to lay this out, and I am using a wool pressing mat because that's what I like, and just kind of center this. And now I want to go ahead and I'm actually going to add a little steam. So I'm just using my iron. Woo, steamy! And adding a little bit of steam to sort of get this started. And I do have, these are actually heat safe blocking pins. They're technically a quilter's pin. And I'm just going to start by pinning out 2 of these little petals on the irradiating lines, like this. And then let's put this one here. Hopefully I have enough pins. Let's see. About in here. And then here. So I'm just following my lines, so hopefully I will get a decent layout. And again, I am using, these are a heat resistant pins, so you can use just plain all steel pins. I just happen to have ones that have a little head on it that isn't going to melt. That's the key here. You can use glass-headed pins or just regular steel pins, or these special little heat-resistant pins. And I'm just following my lines all the way around. That's my goal, to try to pin down my petals. And then I'm going to hit them with some more steam. And you can see that I wasn't consistent on some of my split rings, because I do have some split rings that have a tighter petal and some that have a more loose petal. But that's all right. I'm not trying to pull this out. And I don't do a ton of blocking when it comes to my tatting. Most of what I make are motifs that just don't need blocking. But every so often you do run across something, and it is important to know how to block. But these little Clover blocking mats are super helpful. We have them in stock if you're looking for some. But they're really nice because they do have, again, nope, that's the dog behind me, just ignore that. They do have them with radiating lines, so this would be the 5-point radiating line, 8, and again 6. So anyway, and they do have, of course, guiding lines so that you can try to make everything about the same length. And now what I'm going to do is, again, I'm just going to come in here and we're going to have fun. Just sort of steam it. And if you have an actual steamer, you could use that, of course. I'm just using my iron because I can get a pretty good waft of steam off of this. And the goal, again, is just to sort of help those petals lay a little flatter. I don't expect them to stay perfect, but I am hoping that that little steam will help them. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and just leave this here. I'm going to let it dry. If my petals try to curl up, then when I take all of my pins out, then I'm going to take just a white cloth and press my petals down and steam it again. I don't like to put my iron directly on top of my tatting because you can scorch your tatting, of course. But if you have any kind of deposits in your iron, then you can also cause issues with rust deposits and things like that. There, stretch that out. So anyway, that is just sort of a quick how-to block on the sunflower. And I will add a photo to the end of this video, hopefully later today, and it will be all nice and tidy and pretty. And here is the final result.